Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a good day so far. So in this video today we'll be building this navigational bar. It's going to be a horizontal one, so let's take a look at it. So I added some CSS effects to our nav bar so that when we hover over it, it'll turn red for each of these words. And also I created a contact button so that when you hover over it, it grows bigger in size and also gets a little wider. And also I can zoom in a little bit to make this a little easier to see. And yeah, so let's get started with the video. So I'm just going to shrink that, get rid of all of this, generate my boilerplate code, and now I can create a div, give an ID of top bar, and then I'll create a UL, which just stands for unordered list, and then an LI with an A tag inside of it, and the href will just be a pound sign, which doesn't take you to an actual website. And we can copy this down 3 more times, so that will have, those will be responsible for creating these right here. So now if we refresh, all that goes away, and it says this because I deleted all the code. Now I just opened up a new live server, and there we have these 4 dots. And then it's still within our top bar div, we're going to create a button, give an ID of contact, and then I'll just call it contact. And then this is where we can start styling our navigational bar and actually making it look more professional. So I'm going to select my top bar by typing hashtag top bar, give it a width of 103 v width, height will be 90 pixels, background color will be hashtag 323336, and then position relative, right 10 pixels, bottom 6 pixels, display flex, justify content, center. So now we're going to center our items and make it 90 pixels. So we're starting from the top. This is 0 pixels. All the way down here will be 90. So this right here is 90 pixels. And 103 VW is from this side to this other side right here. And then after that we can select all of our ULs. Well, we just have one, but anyways, we're going to give it a display flex. So we're using flexbox. We're going to justify its content to be center. And flex direction will be row, so that it will be positioned horizontally and not vertically. List style will be none, so that those dots actually go away. List style type should be none. My bad. And the reason why our words aren't popping up is because in between my 2 A tags, I forgot to type home, about, services. Obviously, you can change up these words to different words, like maybe learn more or maybe about our team or something like that. You can change it to whatever most websites say on their nav bars. And then we can do position absolute for our UL. And once we're done with that, we can select our A tags and set its text decoration to be none. So now you'll notice that the underline goes away, but the text is still purple, which we don't want, so we can do font family, Lato, sans serif, and then margin 35 pixels, font size, actually you know what, let's just do sans serif and not Lato. And then font size will be 1.7 rem, color will be white, so that it shows up much better on our nav bar. And then after this we can select our LIs and give them each a width of 150 pixels, height of 90 pixels, so it will be the same height as the top bar. And then display flex, and it's going to position its text however we're going to set it to. So we're going to do justify content center, so it's going to center its text horizontally since we're doing justify content, and to do that vertically we just have to do align item center. And then left 440 pixels, position relative, so we can position it relatively to its current position, bottom 16 pixels, transition 0.3s. This will take effect when we're adding some hover properties and some focus property onto our button. You'll see what that does once we do that. So after that, we can give it a hover property and then do background color red. So now when we hover over it, it will transition smoothly into a red background. And let's compare. So I'm going to get rid of this transition property, and now you'll notice the difference instantly. You see how it's turning red instantly? We don't want that. We want it to be nice and smooth, and we want all that to happen in 0.3 seconds, or maybe longer or less depending on what you set the value to. So I'll just set it to 0.3 so it's not too long or too slow. This is just perfect. We can style our contact button, so I'll select contact, do position relative, left 900 pixels, top 5 pixels, so we're just going to move it down slightly. And then the font size of it will be 2 rem. Font family will just be sans serif. Then the width will be 160 pixels, height will be 80 pixels, border radius will be 100 pixels, then background color will be this hexadecimal color value, so it's going to be hashtag 17EB30. And then the color will be white, transform will be scale 0.8, and then transition will be 0.25s, so that's just slightly below 0.3 of a second. And then border will be none, so we're going to get rid of its border completely. And then text align center. And then after this, we can give our contact button a focus property, and when we click on it, we want the outline to not appear, so we'll do outline none. And we'll also give it a hover property, so we'll do contact hover, transform scale 0.9. So if you notice right here, we scaled it by 80%, so it's going to be 20% smaller than what it originally was. So this is going to take 90% of what it originally was, so it's technically growing, even though you think it might be shrinking, because you'll see what it does in a minute. And then width 180 pixels, and we are done. So let's take a look at it. So let me scroll over. So all these are working just fine, awesome. And our button, yes, it's behaving exactly the way we want it to. So yeah guys, thank you guys very much for watching the video. I appreciate it. If you guys want to see more videos like this, be sure to comment down below. Let me know if you have any feedbacks or any questions or comments. Leave them down in the comments below and I'll respond back to you, or even heart your comment as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and other than that guys, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you again in my next video.